We respectfully request the Sangha great virtues for the sake of this assembly and all living beings. Please turn the wonderful Dharma wheel to teach and guide us how to end birth and death, leave suffering and attain bliss, and quickly realize non-birth. Cung thính đại đức tặng tình, vì thứ pháp hội cấp nhất thiết chúng sanh, thịnh chuyên diệu pháp luân giao đạo ngã mộng, như há liễu sanh thoát tư lý khổ đạc lạc, tất chứng vô sanh. Homage to the Blessed, Noble, and Perfectly Enlightened One. Nam mô Saranto Suchedoye Alahadi San Miao San Puto Xie. Nam mô Tarakta Tuya Daya Alahadi Tamyo Tammo Dhatoa. The unsurpassed, profound, subtle, and wonderful Dharma in 100,000 million aeons is difficult to encounter. Now that I am able to see and hear, I will receive and maintain it. I vow to fathom that thus come one's true and actual principles. Wu shang sheng sheng wei miao fa bai jian wan jie nan zhao yu. 我今见闻得受持，愿解如来真实义。Our Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, Great Master Jingliang, Great Master YongHua, all good monks and nuns, and all good knowing advisors of Emitofuo. 诸佛菩萨、精良大士、师父上人、各位出家人、各位善知识，阿弥陀佛。Chư Phật Bồ Tát, kính thưa Thanh Lương Đại sư Hội thượng Thiên Hóa, quý thầy cô và quý vị thiện sư thức A Di Đà Phật. Hello everyone, today is the 24th of November 2024. We are here at DTT to continue discussing the first chapter of the Avatamsaka Sutra. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us. This chapter is about the world rulers, the who's of who's in the universe. Okay, they know each other. Believe it or not. Countless world rulers, and they gathered to listen to the Buddha's explanation of the Avatamsaka Sutra. And here we are in the section where the celestial kings at the sun level, which is about the level of second desire heavens. Okay, in our desire realm, 6 levels of heavens, and so the second heaven is where the Christian God resides. At that same level, there you have the celestial princes of the moon and of the sun. Okay, same levels. Okay, in terms of height. All right, 767. The background, the context is that this guy here spoke a 4-line verse. He says, the Buddha releases an inconceivable net of light, universally purifying all sentient beings. That's what we were the last time. And so he sees all this light, okay, that purifies all living beings. Now, this is what we are. Inspiring profound faith and understanding in everyone, the God flower garlands enters this door.
悉使发生生信解，此华阴天所入门。
So, what's interesting here is this God here, flower garlands, he's able to see that the Buddha emits this brilliant light. Okay? And wherever the light shines upon whichever living beings, it has a way of purifying them. Purifying them means basically calm them down. Make them more at peace, more content. Okay? Not as afflicted. All right? And because of that, it inspires profound faith and understanding. Okay? So think about it. In order to create great blessings, I want you to think about this. This sounds very casual, but actually it's very profound. Okay? Nothing these Mahasattvas say is shallow. It has nuances. So it says, I see the Buddha emitting its light that has a way of calming, purifying all living beings that encounter the light. And when they calm down, they somehow bring forth profound faith and understanding in everyone. Okay? Point number one. In order to have faith, they need to purify their minds. Is that clear? Okay, it sounds casual, but there's a two-step here. Okay? First, you need to purify their mind, calm them down. And then, next, you do something to inspire their faith and understanding. And this is how Buddhas save living beings. Not just Buddhas, but you too. You want to help people? This is what you need to do. Okay? Make them relax. Calm them down. Purify them. Purify their minds. Meaning that help them think less. How do you do that? In our world, since we don't have His light, what do? We sing in the rain. Huh? What do we do to purify people's minds? Oh my God. The last 19 years has been in vain. They still don't get it. Anyone? How do you purify? How do you purify people's mind? How do we purify people's minds? Yes, too.
Master, by giving fearlessness?
By giving fearlessness, that's one way. What else? We have so many ways, folks. But what's the main way that we do to purify people's minds? You know, like a Chung guy who's been, walked in our temple a year and a half ago, and he's and there's always, and now look at him. Yes, 6. How do you purify people's mind?
Hey, Master, speak Dharma.
Speak Dharma. That's another way. I like these people. How about you? How do you purify your minds? People's minds? Go for rest.
Thank you, Master. You have them sit and also chanting.
That's right. Chant is the primary vehicle for us to help to teach people how to purify their minds. We cannot purify their minds, but we teach them how to purify their minds. How is that? The Buddha has spiritual penetration. He shines the light on you, you purify. We don't do that. We make you work for it. You have to meditate. When you meditate, you are purifying your mind. You stand in the ceremonies, you are purifying your mind. This is why when you newcomers, okay, we call you baby, okay, you babies, when you join us, you need to attend ceremonies, all ceremonies, because that's how you purify your mind. Our ceremonies have a way of purifying your minds. Okay? All right. So after this is this is two-step thing. You need to purify the mind. When the mind is not purified yet, it's too soon to talk about faith and understanding. Very important. Don't try to teach people. Don't try to convert people. Don't try to help people. They need to be purified yet first. Otherwise, we won't touch them. Is that clear? Don't try to convince your mom, convince your dad, convince your girlfriend that you need to be, whatever. Okay? They need to calm down. They need to empty their heads. They need to relax. Okay? Because if you talk too soon, you tell them, oh, you should be going to the temple and listen to the lecture. What for? Okay? Interesting, the insight here. When you're trying to help people in a big way, you need to have the proper condition before they become receptive. Is that clear? Yes, 5.
Master, speaking of the mind and a little bit of clarity, I've noticed that some days I just wake up and I know the rest of the day my mind is agitated, and the other days I know it's going to be more peaceful from the very beginning of the day, and there's no difference in what I did.
Yeah.
And
Well, there are rainy days and sunny days. What do you want? He's like, I want only sunny days. Or you just want rainy days only. I'm feeling the blues all the time. No, that's actually, I'm joking too much. Have you ever talked to when I talk like this, newcomers can't take it. He's talking about ghosts, he's talking about beating them up, he's talking about depression, he's talking about manic. What are his qualifications? 0 qualifications. Okay? Some days you're more agitated than others. Did you hear me clearly? Every day you're agitated. Some are more than others. You cannot say that some days I feel fine, I'm perfectly calm. No, every day you're agitated. Look in the mirror. It's in the eyebrows. At first I look at him and say, it's Vietnam eyebrows. But no, once I started answering his question, fielding his question, I said, oh, that's why the eyebrows are like this. You're afflicted constantly. And some days you're more afflicted than others. That's all. So it only means that those days when you're more afflicted, okay, if I were you, I would sit more. Those are opportune times for you to cross your legs, attend ceremonies, listen to lectures, do anything spiritually to help you calm down. That's going to help you develop faith and understanding. If every day is like all other days, then you will not be able to improve. Okay? So So it's a good thing. Okay? All right. And a good test of your girlfriend. Like Samson Lau asked this morning, I can't stand my girlfriend. Bear with her until you find a better one. And in the process, you learn something about girls, man. And I got a feeling he won't have any problems finding another one. He's romantic, you know that? He was here, used to be here. This is gossiping. He used to live here. And he moved to Sacramento to follow his girlfriend. What a guy. I like that. So filial already. Okay, is that clear? Okay. The best way to help, look at this Mahasattva. Okay. He says he became enlightened because he saw how the Buddha taught living being. The best way to teach living beings to him is to first purify their minds, and then for the very express purpose of inspiring profound faith and understanding. Profound faith. How do you inspire profound faith? How do you inspire profound understanding? Please tell me. I explained to you purifying mind already about the second part, profound faith and understanding. Yes, 9. 9. Is it 6 or 9?
It's 9. It's 9. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. It's on, right?
It's on, yeah.
So help them improve.
Help you improve?
Bring them to the next level.
Bring you to the
And
next
they can
level.
Understand more and have more faith.
Yeah, okay, that doesn't hurt. Anyone, how do you inspire profound faith? When you help them improve, they have faith. Well, how about profound faith? Yes, 9.
For me personally is when I saw something that's aligned with Buddhist teaching that does not happen normally. Similar to how Jesus inspired profound faith in so many...
Jesus, yes, yeah, okay, very good. What about, that's very good. Anyone else? Yes, JMT, how do you inspire profound faith? What is profound faith, first of all? Oh, you're from the Go Force. The screamer. Watch out, guys. Master Z, you get the chance to may be busy here today. What is it? Whatever this girl, when she first came, she didn't scream at all. Now all of a sudden, good time to sharpen our knives. Yes, what is profound faith, first of all? Yes, go ahead, Jumi.
네. 네. 신심이 떨어지지 않도록 하는 것이 가장 신심을 나게 하는 것 같습니다.
Do you believe in your husband? Never mind about profound faith. Do you believe in him? 네, 아니요. She's not prepared for this question. Why do you keep him? She must enjoy being abused publicly.
Hello, Sarah. Would you say?
Of course. Master, profound faith, I believe that it's avoiding activities to decrease faith.
Very good. Very logical. You don't decrease faith, but how do you make it profound? That's very good. But how about profound? See, you don't understand. That's precisely my point. You have faith in your husband, but it's not profound faith. Agree? Nay. Okay, very good. Don't answer that. Yes, 9.
To me, profound faith is no doubt.
No doubt. But why profound? Why don't we simply say, I have total faith, good faith, but it has to be profound? Why is that?
It's the same as how we discussed something yesterday, like the know something shows how deep and limitless it is. Just like no doubts.
No doubt
So
whatsoever.
it's actually deeper than good faith.
So blind faith, would you call blind faith?
Yeah, sort of similar.
Someone disagrees with you.
But profound faith is wiser than blind faith.
It's wiser than blind faith. So if you have blind faith, it's not profound, according to you.
There's some overlaps, similar.
Okay.
If you have blessing, you are believing in the right person with no doubts, that's profound faith. If you don't have blessings, you are blindly believing some demon and evil, then that's blind faith.
Okay, very good. 3. Yes, ma'am. What is profound faith to you?
Emitofuo Master, I'm thinking profound faith means tests after test, and no matter how it looks on the surface, no matter how ridiculous logically it looks, the faith never change. That's profound faith.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Okay, let's go online and see. Go forth. What is profound faith? How do you develop profound faith? Go ahead, go forth. Oh, half of go forth is here. Did you guys have lunch, or you ate while driving?
Thank you, Master. My answer wasn't on the profound faith, but I was thinking that before you get to the faith, you have to have blessings. So plan.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Blessings. Very good. Next, JC.
제 생각에는 불법승을 만난 인연에 감사할 때 깊은 신심이 나는 것 같습니다.
I believe the deep faith comes when you meet with the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha.
Okay, very good. Next, JMT.
저는 의심 자체가 나쁘다고 생각하지 않거든요. 의심하는 거는 사실은 합리적인 사고 과정이라고 생각을 하고요. 한번 끊을게요.
Master, I believe doubt is not bad. It's just reasonable process of thoughts. And
오히려 의심이 많은 상태에서 그런 의심들이 통과해 가면서 더 깊은 신심이 날 수 있다고 생각해요.
although there's a doubt, you experience doubts as you progress. You will develop the deep, profound faith.
Very logical.
그러니까 마스터께서 남편 믿냐고 하셨는데 저는 남자를 테스트해왔고 제 테스트에서 살아남은 사람이 남편이라서 결혼을 한 거거든요. 그렇게 대답을 할 수 있을 것 같아요.
Master, you asked me if I believe my husband.
You thought about it, yeah. Go ahead. Do you believe? Do you have faith in your husband?
I believe my husband because I tested many men. My husband is the one who survived all this test, so I believe him.
You troublemaker! You troublemaker! Someone, Jumi, someone asked, how did you test him? Could you give us a few tests that you used on him to help you make a decision? We gossip, that's what we do here.
제가 너무 10년 전 전이어가지고 너무 기억이 잘 안 나는데 제가 마지막 테스트가 송광사에 가는 게 테스트였던 것 같아요. 그러니까 참고로 서울에서 송광사까지 차를 운전하면 7시간 정도 걸려요.
Master, I don't remember really well, but it was about 10 years ago. The last test was going to Songgwangsa. Just for the fact that driving from Seoul to Songgwangsa, it takes 7 hours.
때 다양한 남자들의 반응이 나오고 거기서 인간성이 드러났던 것 같아요. 그래서 그 테스트에 통과해서 송광사까지 간 사람이 남편이고 남편이랑 결혼한 거예요. 이상입니다.
I hope Samson Lau is listening in. We learn so much from these Korean women. Translation, please. This is a juicy part.
At the time, many men shows their characteristic. But for my husband, while he was driving to Songgwangsa, he showed his true himself. That's when he passed the test.
Wow. How can you tell his true self? Men are known to do a lot of silly things. See, now the husband is giggling. See, touche. He's caught again. He's not looking over to the wife. They are having cold shoulders right now. That's why I'm using the Dharma talk to rapprochement. Warm it up again. You see, now he's laughing. They're both laughing. And pretty soon, they're going to give each other a hug. All right. Yes, 9.
It's not the same as what Jumi said, but I was also thinking about going.
What? Another goal for his person?
What happened? Is there a party here?
It's like they cannot get up that early in the morning, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Going through a lot of tests, not test others, but going through a lot of tests from your good non-advisor, that will help with deep, profound faith and understanding.
Profound faith and understanding. Okay, Wei Mountain.
Emitofuo, Master.
Yes, hola.
Hola. Master, profound faith is like an unbreakable and immovable faith. Like
excellent. It's unbreakable. You cannot sway them. Okay? That's a very good point. That's why it's called profound faith. Profound is unshakable. Yes, continue. See this, like it's a Mexican thing. They know profound faith. Continue, please.
Something like a faith made of Vajra. I think it's metaphoric speaking.
No, honey, you don't put Vajra into faith.
Okay, that's why it's metaphorical, Master. But anyway, I think the profound faith also you can develop in many ways, like blessings, good roots or previous roots, samadhis, and also making vows.
All right. Excellent. Very good. Many things that help develop profound faith, that's true. Way mountain.
Dạ, con kính thưa thầy. Dạ, con lòng tin thâm sâu là lòng tin tuyệt đối. Con còn nhớ lúc con năm 20 mấy tuổi, trước khi đi qua Mỹ, con gặp một sư bà nói cho con về vấn đề Phật Pháp. Sư bà nói con ráng tu, con niệm Phật đi, mai mốt mình sẽ đi trên hoa sen và về có cực lạc. Thì lúc đó con cũng chưa có biết gì về Phật Pháp nhiều. Nhưng tự nhiên con có một cái cảm giác có lẽ đó là cái sự cộng với cái sự phước báo và cái giống như là một cái đời trước con đã có, cho nên cái cảm giác của con tin sâu vào đó. Cho dù là con chưa có hiểu gì nhiều, nhưng con nắm vững cái đó và con kết tụ cho hoài và con cứ giữ hoài mãi cái ý niệm là con sẽ tu tập để về cực lạc. Thì có người cũng hỏi con như em tu tập như vậy á, thì mà người ta mai mốt em chết á, rồi em sanh trở lại á, em muốn làm vua hay là em muốn về cõi Phật? Thì con quyết định một câu là nhất định em sẽ về cõi Đức Phật A Di Đà, chứ không muốn làm vua hay làm công chúa gì hết, tại vì nó sẽ bị sanh tử luân hồi. Đó là một cái lòng tin không có thói chuyển của con. Dạ, đó là lòng tin tuyệt đối, thâm sâu. Dạ, A Di Đà Phật. Dạ.
Hello, Master. Speaking about the profound faith, it is the absolute faith and belief. So I remember when I was in the 20s before coming to the United States, I met with an old nun, and she told me to try your best to recite Buddha's name, and later on you walk on the Lotus Day and meet with Amitabha Buddha. At that time, I did not know much about Buddha Dharma. However, for some reason, maybe because of the blessing in the past, caused me to have this faith, profound, deep faith. I did not understand much back then, but then I also hold tight that thought for myself. And also later on, people tell me that you just keep cultivating like this. Later on, after you pass away, what do you want to become? You want to become a king, or you want to go to the Buddha lands? So I told them that I definitely wanted to meet Amitabha Buddha. I do not want to become the king or the queen or the princess because I do not want to reincarnate in the wheel of reincarnation. So that to me is the profound and deep faith.
Very good. Yes, JC. You all have a very good perspectives.
부처님의 가르침대로 실행하며 살면은 신심이 증가한다고 생각됩니다.
If we live by following Buddha's teaching, then we'll produce profound faith.
Very good. You all are correct, but let me add one aspect, if I may. When you talk about in Buddhism, profound faith, understanding, profound, you know what it really means? It's one thing that's common to everything, that is the factor of time. Remember Julie's testing her husband many times before she says, "Yep, you are for me. You're for real." So this profound here refers to the fact that it has gone through a lot of tests, can withstand the test of time. That's how the faith became profound. That's how the understanding became profound. It takes time. You can't rush it. Okay? It's not like a quick, get-rich-quick scheme. It doesn't work like that. In spirituality, you need time to let it mature. You see, you plant the roots, and then it takes time for it to sprout, and then to blossom, and then to, make fruits and so forth. It takes time. You cannot rush it. It's so important. Okay? So that's why in our world, we have to be true. We cannot fake it. We cannot go for the short term. If you only go for the quick results, the faith will not be profound. Am I making sense to you? It's one of those things where you cannot rush it. It takes time. It has to go through the ups and downs, rainy days, sunny days, hazy days, you name it. All that. Someone told me once, it's a funny thing. She said, this new person here, I asked her, do you like her? She says, yeah, I like her. You believe her? I said, no, I don't believe her. I said, why not? She says, there's a wisdom in Asia where you don't rush into judgment until you go through for 4 seasons. I said, wow, I love that. Okay? You need time for things to sort themselves out. There's no need to rush. And once you go to the test of time, the longer it is, the faith became more profound. Same thing, understanding is that we teach you, where it takes time before it sinks in. Okay? If it's true principles, it sinks deeper and deeper and deeper. Okay? So what happened here in the Buddha is there, he shines his light upon living beings. And it has a way, it doesn't mean that it actually shortened the time span. Actually, because the seeds have been planted a long, long time ago. So now with the light shining on living beings, all of a sudden, they mature. And they develop profound faith. Okay? And so, for example, the difference, see, I question myself a lot. How come my Master YongHua, I met with him, I believe him right away. Out of greed, of course. He says, you hear my name, I will save you. I promise I save you before I become a Buddha. I say, I like that, I like that. Okay? To me, that's me sin, Okay? Anyway, but I believe him right away, okay? But when it came to his disciples who are accomplished cultivators themselves, I didn't believe them at all. It's because my relationship with Master YongHua goes way back, whereas the other ones just not there. Okay, so it takes time, folks. Therefore, we cannot fake it. We cannot rush things. Does it make sense? And all he does, the Buddha's light does, is that he activates those long-term seeds already. That's all. All right? It's not like we're not talking about a miracle here. Do not leave here with the impression that Buddha lights on you, also you have profound faith. No, the seeds of profound faith were planted a long, long time ago. And the light only makes them mature. That's all. That's my thinking. You believe that or not? Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. He just shines on you. You have profound faith. You don't have to do anything. All right. And a god, flower garlands, enters his door. So he says, when he said, what it means here is it's Mahasattva by the name of God, flower garlands. He has tremendous wisdom, and he saw that the key to becoming a Buddha is what? Develop profound faith and understanding in others. Next. Yeah. Think about it. Yes, 9.
Master, what does the understanding everyone mean here?
Understanding in everyone, meaning he does not discriminate. Okay? You could be Chinese, could be Vietnam, you could be whatever ethnicity. We all have those seeds of profound faith and understanding. Understanding is because we've been exposed to it already a long time ago, and repeatedly. And the faith has been tested repeatedly as well. Okay, when you get to the level where, at his level, this is very profound, very interesting. His level, it becomes profound, meaning that it's not a single iota of doubt anymore, no matter what. There's no more hesitation, no more processing, no more why. Okay? Profound meaning that you see the connection because of purifying their minds. Their minds are so well purified that they develop profound faith. No matter what happens, they don't doubt. Doubt is a thought. Right? Because the mind is so calmed down, so pacified, so pure, that nothing arises anymore. That's how it becomes profound. Okay? And for us, when we say, yeah, I don't question you, but actually just before that, we question already. Okay, this profound is in profound, even way after that. Okay? Yes, JC.
Hello, Master. Does it also mean that we gradually diminish our 4 marks, the self marks, and so on?
Diminish our what?
4 marks.
4 marks?
4 marks.
4 marks.
4 marks.
False marks.
4 marks. 4 marks.
The 4 marks. The 4 marks.
Yes, Master.
No, I would not slice it from that angle. Okay? 4 marks you're referring to a mark of self, mark of others, mark of living beings, mark of lifespan, correct? From Avatamsaka Sutra. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
No, this is not about the 4 marks. This is about, he's talking about what kind of faith and understanding are we talking about? He's talking about the faith and the faith in the principle, faith in the truth. The Buddhist principles are about the truth in the universe. Okay? We don't call it truth in the universe because it's oversell. It's just, to us, it's just a fact. Okay? But because you're confused, that's why we have to call it truth versus being false. You are a false mind. That's why we have to suggest to you that's the opposite of what you have. That's what we call truth. But actually here, profound faith in the principles, in the Buddha Dharma, in the teacher. Okay? Profound faith here is referring to faith of your teacher. Understanding of the teachings. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. (769) All the lights in the world do not equal the light within a single pore of the Buddha.
世间所有诸光明，不及佛一毛孔光。
Okay, 770, all the lights in the world, okay, and all the brightest lights, meaning of the moons, of the suns, of all the lights in the universe, all the bodies emit light, okay, in the universe, okay, do not equal the light within a single pore of the Buddha. So Buddha here has many pores in his body, and each pore emits light, and the light there is much more brilliant, much brighter, much more radiant than all the lights in the world. That's what this guy sees, right? 771, the Buddha's light is just this inconceivable. This is liberation, supreme banner light.
佛光如是不思议，此圣传光之解脱。
You just for the heck of it, take number 5 and cut his throat and see what happens. See, he's scared. I'm warning you. You come to my temple, you mess with me, I will use all sorts of things to experiment on you. I guarantee you that. You dare mess with me, I will use you as a guinea pig on my weapons. It's just like we need to send weapons to Ukraine to shoot at Russia because we don't know how well they work. Yet. I'm warning you. All right. So the Buddha's light here, this supreme banner light. Okay, his name is banner light. He's about light. Okay, and he says he understands light, and he himself takes a look at the light of the Buddha. He says, "Wow, this is inconceivable." Okay. And why would you open your wisdom doing that? It's amazing to me. Why? Doesn't it sound funny to you? We learned in hands and eyes, and I'm telling you, number 5 hurts. Okay? Yeah. Try it. He doesn't believe. Just slice one hand off. Not the arm, just the hand. Okay, so why light? Huh? Because, yes, Wei Mao.
Thank you, Master. I'm sorry, I have a question that's not exactly related to the light.
Go ahead.
Thank you. I've waited a couple weeks to ask, and you brought up sending weapons to Ukraine, which is kind of on the topic of my question. With everything that transpired in the election, speaking for myself, it's been a bit of a struggle seeing how the new Trump administration is naming appointees to the cabinet. And everything seems objectively like he's appointing people to tear down the institutions of our country. I don't say this with any malice or any hatred towards people who voted for him. I have respect for my fellow citizens, but I'm just kind of concerned with what I'm seeing play out. And I'm very thankful that Matt Gaetz rescinded his nomination. That was insane to me. But seeing the wife of the founder of the Worldwide Wrestling Federation take over the Department of Education and other things, is there any perspective or
how do you reconcile it? How do you make sense of it? Yes, I will defer to my beloved disciples in Go Forest. Go ahead, Go Forest, disciples.
Stop it, Peter. Stop it.
Need we say more?
Hello, Goldo. First, we cannot see your temple view.
He spoke so loud that he didn't have to turn on the microphone. Don't have to call this number. Of course, it's an emotional thing, okay, for everyone, from both sides, okay, and it is something way beyond us, okay. It's called politics. This is what people are elected to do, and it's called Buddhism. There is a perspective called common retribution. Meaning that if it's a good thing, we all will experience a good thing. If it's a bad thing, we all experience bad things. It doesn't matter who you are, which side, which camp you are. It's a common retribution. So you being here in the country, you being here in a Saha world, therefore we must undergo this common retribution. All right? If you try to make sense of it, you probably won't be able to, but there's rooted from a Buddhist perspective in cause and effect. Okay? And cause is, if you suffer right now, is because you planted bad causes. If you are feeling good right now, like the San Jose person, it's because he planted good causes. We think. Okay? So if you try to rationalize things, you're only afflicting yourself. Yes, it's from both camps, people have a hard time justifying the moves. If Harris was elected, the San Jose people would be probably asking your similar kinds of questions. And then you say, hey, stop it. You see? So it's a debate that is only for worldly people. Yes, it doesn't make sense. It's ikia and so forth, depending which side you're looking from. But bottom line is about common retribution. Okay? So my point being that whatever it is, whatever you call it, if you remain afflicted, you're only choosing to hurt yourself. That's all. It is what it is. If that's what it is, then we work within those conditions. That's called according with conditions. We don't demand it has to make sense. You don't demand it has to be good. Don't demand to be perfect. It doesn't matter. We adapt. We accord with conditions, and we prosper regardless. Okay? That's the nature of cultivation. It's not about right and wrong. The people are so attached to right and wrong, simply are making themselves afflicted. Whatever it is, I call upon all of you. Okay? It's not about politics. It's not about BS. It's about building something constructive with your life, that you can leave something meaningful for your children, and your nephews and nieces. That's what it's about. So it doesn't matter what. We still build, we still are constructive, we still do good. Okay? Because with how us doing good, the evil side will make it will create much more suffering. That's all. So for us, it motivates us to do even more good regardless. You see that it's more, and I see more suffering in the next few years. No two ways about it. Okay? So much suffering is gonna occur in the next few years. And so therefore, instead of blaming this, blaming that, or try to understand it, we instead should be working harder to do more good. Use that to motivate ourselves, to contribute more, to make a bigger difference, instead of worrying about ourselves and ignore the rest because they belong to a different political camp. That's small thinking. Remember? Okay? We must help all living beings. You must help losers too. Or winners.
Thank you, Master. I really appreciate according with conditions. That's very helpful. Thank you.
I hear that you are afflicted, and I see a lot of people who are afflicted, and I can only remind you, all of you, don't be afflicted. It's okay to be afflicted, but deal with it. Squash the affliction and get to work. Go and build society. Go and contribute to make a difference. That's why we're doing this. That's why we are getting together and learning, okay? And improving ourselves. Okay? Don't get lost by these temporary things. We should not be distracted by all the noises and all the, the rah-rah. Doesn't matter if you are, whatever Elon does, I feel he's evil. Whether he's Democrat, Republican, doesn't matter to me. He's just personification of evil. No two ways about it. Good thing he does is have 12 children. I like that. Other than that, I like nothing about him. Which is my personal opinion. I just downloaded Blue Sky. Just to spite him. One more download. And then next week I will sign up for Twitter and then cancel the account. I know. I refuse to call it X. I like Twitter. I'm kidding. Come on. Hey, let's be constructive. Okay? And I hear you. And I thank you for voicing your feelings, because you're helping me address this undercurrent of discontent. It's not because of every 4 years, of whenever there's change of government, in our country, half the country is disillusioned. Okay? All right, I'm too busy to worry about these losers. So this Buddhist light, going back to the sutra, the Buddhist light is inconceivable. Why is that? Why does he focus on the light? For example, you should try it, Master Z. Shine your light on the ghost. See what happens. Let's see, what hand is that? Which light is that? We experiment. You come here, we try our weapons on you. So why does he use? Why does he focus on light? Huh? Why is that? You think? I don't know. I'm not a Mahasattva. I'm only BSing, gossiping with you. Okay? Why does he use light? My guess, I don't expect you to be able to guess this. My guess is that whenever someone shines a bright light on you, what's your first reaction? Discomfort, yeah? Not comfortable, right? Because you can't hide, yeah? So that's why the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, the wisdom are represented by light. The light is so bright that it shines upon the bad elements and they have nowhere to hide. The evil, the devils, they need darkness for them to manipulate us, to fool us. When we shine a bright light upon them, they have nowhere to hide. And that's how you help people. You shine light upon them, the ghosts, the demons run away. So you can imagine the kind of brightness we're talking about. It's fascinating. Yes, too.
Master, does this mean when you're around someone who has bright lights that your bad thoughts would surface?
Bad thoughts will surface when you're around someone with bright light. It sounds like you're speaking from experience. So.
Yes, many times.
Because they feel threatened. And that's why they're revealing themselves. The nature of the yin side is that they manipulate us. Okay? Like, she has no idea why she wails. Okay? In that way. Okay? Because somehow it releases her. Okay? And so the way they function, the inside, the evil side is that they need to manipulate us. Okay? So the bright light has a way either of scaring them or forcing their hands into their revealing themselves. It's like a last shot before they run away, if you will. Okay, very good observation. Okay, so that's why you see the kind of help we get from the Mahasattvas and the Buddhas are just so multidimensional. Okay, it's so cool. 773, the Dharma of all Buddhas is thus: they sit beneath the Bodhi, king of trees.
一切诸佛法如是，悉作菩提树王下。
Okay, I need to finish the rest. Okay, before we talk about this, causing those who stray to abide in the path, jewel-cowed life sees thus.
令非道者住于道，宝积光明如是见。
So the concept here, you need to do the full gatha to understand the message. Okay, the concept here to me is thus. Okay, dokie? Okay. The Dharma of Buddhas is thus. What does it tell you? all Dharmas, Buddhas are thus. Okay, meaning is the same. Thus is the same word. So all Buddhas, Dharmas are the same, first of all. So far, so good. Number two, what does thus mean to you? And then he explains, they sit beneath the Bodhi, king of trees, causing those who stray to abide in the path. So what do they do? What do they do? Buddhas, this is what Buddhas do. Every single Buddha. So you see, as you can see, this Mahasattva can saw a lot of Buddhas, how they function. He say, this is what they do. So that's why he says the Dharma, all Buddhas, is thus. This is how they do it. Got that? So the thus here is very, very special concept in Mahayana only. Doesn't matter where you are. You go to Western Bliss Pure Land, you go to Vaidurya Light in Eastern Pure Land. Whether it's here, all Buddhas teach a certain way. They teach the Dharma that way. So he says, so this is how Buddhas, the Dharma Buddhas, teach. Okay, they sit beneath the Bodhi, king of trees. Okay, so he said here in the Saha world, they sit. Okay, to speak Dharma. All right, they speak Dharma. Okay, and their Dharma calls all who stray to abide in the path. So the objective is to get all living beings who got lost, who got off the path, go back into cultivation. What does it mean to you? What does it tell you? We got to get people to cultivate. They don't cultivate, there's nothing we can do. Ultimately, all this talk, everything we do, boils down to, are you going to cultivate? If you cultivate, then you'll be fine. And that's the ultimate That's ultimately the best thing you can do. That's what Buddhas want us to do. If you cultivate, then the Buddha is very happy. I know you want to hear how I take number 5 and slice off the ears and so forth. It's more fun, right? But the big picture is that if we somehow get people to take their spiritual life seriously, okay, and cultivate accordingly, then we done okay. Don't worry about fame, don't worry about profits. That's secondary. It will come naturally. Am I making sense to you? This is the big picture. Buddha went through all this thing. He came to our world, stayed in mother's womb for 9 months or whatever, and then he was born, and then he suffered and chose to suffer until the age of 19. And then he is it 19 or 29? And then he did not become until his 29? He taught for 50 years. So he became enlightened at 29. That's correct. Okay? He was in Snow Mountain for 6 years. Really suffering. Really suffered for 6 years in a way that none of us can handle. Okay? And so, you see, all those, okay, are for the sake of encouraging us to cultivate. That's it. Yes, 9.
Master, practically speaking, how do we help people to start cultivate? Most people around me are not interested in anything spiritual.
They don't have enough blessings.
So it's still blessings.
So what you do is you need to help them get what they want. You cannot expect them to do what you want or what you believe in, because you're not them. The way Buddhas help us is to can somehow make us believe in cultivation. Okay? And they have the power and the spiritual powers to do that. But for us, we need to use our brains, our smarts. Okay? So that, how do you get people to cultivate? Because it helps them meet their needs. You know, unless you talk to them, unless you care, you will not be able to understand what they really need. You need to talk to them. It's more than just rah-rah or a lot of people and getting a reputation. It's about, in Buddhism, it's about talking to each and every single person. That's how you really care, by talking, spending time with them. You don't have time, then you get other people to help you spend time with them. Okay? And get to know their needs. People cultivate because their needs are being met. Just very much like people fool around because they like it. Their needs are being met temporarily. Okay? But in spite of that, in the back of the mind, there's something missing in life. That need there, you tap into it, they will cultivate. I've met too many rich people, powerful people. They're suffering so much, but they distract themselves with money, with power, with drugs, alcohol. That's what they do. But deep down, they're very unhappy. But no one dares touch that. And that's fine. Until they're willing to address that need, okay? Until they prioritize satisfying those needs, not much we can do. We have to be patient. See, we're talking about a long time, see? Remember these Mahasattvas, they inspire profound faith. It's time, it takes time. And we're very patient. In Buddhism, we're very patient. We're not worried about quick, get-rich-quick schemes. We patiently build the wall brick by brick. We take time. Okay? But it starts with the desire to really help them. Not just help ourselves. There must be a balance. Okay? You want to go for a long run, it has to be balanced. You have to help yourself enough so that you can go the distance. And you have to help others enough so that it's fun. Let me assure you folks, helping others is a lot of fun. If you're only preoccupied with yourself, your fun is so limited. That's what I saw in Bill Gates. He was so full of himself, being the richest man in the world back then. I love this story. I saw it. And his mentor back then was a Buffet. And Buffet said, you know, you do your things, I do my things, but let me tell you, why don't you look into philanthropy? Okay? And Bill Gates said, yeah, sure, I respect you, so let me give it a try. So I saw a clip where he went to India, and he was passing out gifts with his own hands to the poor Indian kids. And I saw the clip here of him giving this toy or whatever it is, maybe a mathematical formula or something to an Indian kid. They're very good in math, you know. They're crazy about math, the sciences. And that kid there, skinny kid, his eyes lit up like this. And he looks so happy. And then the camera pans back at Bill Gates. Bill Gates looks so extremely ecstatic, so genuinely happy. My point being that I think that's one of those times where Bill Gates discovered that your joy, the joy you experience, can come from others. Joys are shared, folks. If you're happy, the person who sits next to you is also happy, gets part of it. So you make a lot of people happy, your happiness increases, folks. When are you going to understand that, see that? The real happiness, the real joy is in bringing joy and happiness to others. It's not about yourself. It's not about being safe. It's not about, being content with what you have. It's about reaching out and sharing. All right? Anyone else? Okay. And so this is the nature of the practice. They practice for a while and they stray, and the Dharma is, you have to find ways to pull them back, and they travel a while and they stray, and you have to pull them back. Okay, that's the nature of the process. This is how it's thus done. Okay. Yes, 9.
Master, I think I genuinely want to help, but I am also noticing I distance myself from people as well in the same time. Probably because my samadhi level is too low that I cannot handle.
No, because you're manic, you judge.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, I know. I know what I'm talking about. Thank you. That's me. It's a natural thing. Okay, when you see that, that's when one day you'll be able to overcome it. It's a natural thing. Okay. All right. Of course, we all want to help. Deep down our heart, we want to help. That's our Buddha nature. That will prevail, folks. Whatever you are doing right now that's wrong, okay, that's Ikea, it's only temporary. Eventually Democrats will wake up. And they just need to stop it for now. All right? Again, Peter, I want you to understand new concept today. It's not about right and wrong. It's about not getting afflicted. It's about seeing the flames of affliction welling up inside of you and squashing it. That's all that matters. That's what will remain long term. Right and wrong is only temporary. It's of very, very minimal value, minimal utility, let me tell you, because only the ego says, I'm right. The ego insists on being right. That's a manifestation of your ego. I'm right, therefore, and you're wrong. Okay? We're not going to manics yet. Okay, I think time is up. Thank you, everyone. And can we do it once before we say goodbye? So happy together. Thank you.